I'm a fireman!
We almost had a solo podcast today.
Don't be homeless.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Brothers LLC podcast. This is pretty cool. This is episode 7, which is real thrill. We just finished up Christmas and stuff like that, and we had New Year's, and I think I was looking at our last podcast. I think I don't know when we posted it, but we filmed it on the 21st of December, and it is now the 3rd of January. So that's awesome. I guess the thought from the word this week, the good word this week is from James 1:13 through 15. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, and he himself tempts no one. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desires. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. God gives us tests and trials, but the desire to sin and break God's law only comes from us. God promises that testing will come. He also promises to never leave us or forsake us, that we have everything we need for life and godliness, and that he has given us the spirit of power, the spirit of love, and a sound mind. The battle is the Lord's. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Just a thought from our chat this week, or a thought from our chat this week was just that you have everything, and I feel like that's in so many aspects of life broadly. Is you have everything you need to do, to act, and those things that we feel like are our hindrances are really the only things that are inside of us. You know what I mean? Not the reality that I can't do this thing. I'm not strong enough to do it, or I'm not I don't have the what it takes to to live victoriously. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Well, we were talking about that a little bit yesterday, and it kind of goes along with the same thing as you're in love with the idea of being a Christian, but are you willing to put in the work that it takes to just keep your daily walk up with God?
Right.
It takes a lot more work than people think. However, it's a lot simpler than people think as well. Just do it. That's all.
Yep. It is. What time is it in the morning? It's 6:12 in the morning. So probably try to get a little bit of an outside voice. We're not mic'd.
Oh, that's right. I just woke up.
Yes, he did just wake up.
I apologize.
We almost had a solo podcast today. So updates since the last one. You and your family went to Alabama.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Wisconsin. Our flights got delayed and then skipped and canceled. And so we went to Charlotte. And then we came
That was for the holidays.
Yeah, that was supposed to be for the holidays. And then we ended up coming back here, having a little quick Christmas, and then running down to Alabama to get the new axle for our truck. And it's turned out to be really great. Even a better axle than the one I had underneath. Tons more aftermarket parts, tons more support, built better. Because
it's not as rare. The one, right? The one we had was a one-off. Not a one-off, really, but there was
No, it was just old. It was the Dana 70 HD, and they don't make those anymore, but the new one I got is a Chevy 14 Bolt, and those are far more prevalent, in better shape.
Yeah. They're not, special edition anything. They're not minimal production anything. Yeah.
It's just right there, ready to go, man.
That's awesome.
So the parts, I've already been looking them up, are literally half the price. The limited slip, $400.
Dude.
Limited slip for the Dana 70, $1,200.
Wow, dude.
For me, knowing nothing about axles, actually, that's wow, good deal.
Yeah, and you're tearing it apart right now. What are you doing with that?
Just simply cleaning out the axle housing and tubes so that I can get the differential out, cleaned up. Going to be replacing all the bearings in it.
Okay.
Just for peace of mind, but we should be able to get it back in the truck for under $1,000. Only thing we might have to check is, okay, is that drive shaft going to be the right length? Because the truck it came out of, that axle came out of, was a 2-wheel drive truck. The truck it's going back in is a 4-wheel drive truck, and the end to end from the differential cover to the end of the pinion shaft, I don't know if that's the same
Slight
length.
difference, maybe.
It may be fine.
From a different size pumpkin? You're saying like there's a fatter...
Yeah, so basically the end of the differential housing, I think, is a little bit shorter than mine.
Okay.
So, but we'll see. It might be able to take up. There's a slip yoke at the end of the drive shaft. It may be able to take up that little bit of difference.
Okay, sweet. But for New Year's, I ended up just going over to my buddy's house. My buddy.
I should just talk like that the whole rest of the podcast.
I stayed up till like 1 or 2 o'clock. That's it. Other times we've done more reckless things, I feel like. And then I feel like some years I didn't stay up at all. Did you guys stay up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How late?
Past 12.
Did you do fireworks?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I didn't do
The neighbors
fireworks.
did fireworks,
Yeah,
so we got
yeah.
our free show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yesterday was the 2-year length of time that Ken Block passed away.
Man.
That crazy 2 years, I know.
That hurt hard 2 years ago. I remember finding out, and
I rolled over in bed, and Brennan looks up at me, and he was on our bunk bed, and he goes, "Dude, Ken Block died." And I'm like, "Stop. No, you're kidding." And he goes, "No, for real." I'm like, that's like clickbait stuff, you know?
Yeah.
All-star Ken Block dies, blah, blah,
Right,
blah,
right.
automotive, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
it's like, he actually passed away, which is wild. Anyway,
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
I helped fight a fire yesterday at work.
Yes!
Dude,
Yes!
Long story short, I'm sitting where I'm sitting, big black smoke billowing up. I'm sitting in my water truck, 2,000 gallon tank. I'm like, well, that's weird. Went over to the place where it was. There were some first responders there. Their water truck was broken down, so they're just gonna fight it with
Sticks.
fire extinguishers. I walked up and said, "Hey, I got 1,500 gallons of water. You all want it? Oh, please." So they said, "Back up here," and I backed right in there, and we put the fire out. It was kind of cool. It was like 5-year-old me would have loved this.
Yeah, right. In fact, 29-year-old me loved this.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, I think I'm cool.
Right, first thing you get done, you're like, "Dad, I just built on fire! I'm a fireman!"
Oh man,
Man, that's crazy.
Shoot,
bro.
I tell you what.
Some poor homeless person's camp, right?
Apparently they just set their homes on fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
the chief.
I understand that though. I do that sometimes.
The chief just said, "Yep, we fight most of these types of fires on the other side of the city, but this is one of the few that happen over here."
Yeah.
But yeah, they just do it. They'll set their mattress on fire, burn it up.
That's crazy.
Don't be homeless, okay? Don't be homeless. Don't be homeless.
Well, yeah. Try to get out of it as quick as you can if you are homeless. If you happen to be homeless,
If you happen to be homeless, like, go get a job. Don't be like, "Can I have some dollars, bro?"
and with that thought, what are your takeaways from this week?
Well, I basically learned
That I should get a house and stop being homeless.
I am. This is my house,
You're right.
technically.
Um,
Anyway, no. We worked on definition of roles this week. We talked about, we were kind of sharing roles, but based on our skills and abilities, I should assume more of the role for business, or all of it actually, and you should prevalently or primarily do media, social media stuff, and that way we can use our best skills and abilities to push and jumpstart our business forward.
Mine was stay off social media was the last one, which is hilarious because we had like
weird.
Christmas, New Year's, and I did not stay off social media. But so this week was just less thinking, more doing. You know, take more effort, do the thing that you think you're gonna do, that you say you're gonna do. Rome wasn't built in a day, and Edison tried 1,000 times. So be patient and just start. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
See you
Thanks for
later.
watching.
Bye.
Thanks for